What's up, gang? It's Elijah, and we here with another video. And today's topic of the day is making money versus keeping money. This is a very important topic. It took me 7 years in business to learn this. Shit, I done blew over $1 million. I done made over $1 million. I don't have a lot of it to show. I don't have a lot of it. I ain't keep a lot of it. I was living ignorant, good nigga lifestyle, chains, cars, clothes, this, that, da. But today I'm here to talk about the real wealth, the real assets, the difference between assets, liabilities. I'm not here to give y'all a Bandman Keppel course on assets and liabilities, but I just want to talk about a couple things that I think that are extremely important when it comes to actually the cash flow, revenue, and net profit. Okay, and to break that down a little bit for some people that might be, I'm not gonna call you slow, but I'm not gonna call you educated. So net profit is, let's say if I'm running a business, if I'm selling shoes, I'm buying shoes for $300 and I'm selling them for $400, and I made $400, but I only netted $100. Net means profit basically. Okay, and then yeah, so basically I want to talk about the difference between real wealth and like the shit that look good. A lot of people gonna have the cars and the clothes and shit and this, that, da, but they not telling you that shit really, they in debt. Niggas done bought a car, but that shit $100,000 in debt. They ain't cashed out, this, that, da. It's nothing against them because it's like, at the end of the day, it's enjoy your life, do what you do. I miss my Corvette, man, that shit fucked up, but like I was saying, you gotta enjoy your life, you gotta do what you do, but at the same time, you need to be putting some up, you need to be budgeting, you need to make sure that you focused on the longevity of it, you trying to build a healthy account, have a retirement account, have something that's building dividends and stuff that's over time over time. Like, my goal right now is to have an account with 15 million and I'm collecting 7 to 20% dividends year over year, to where it's like, okay, I'm retired, but I'm still pulling in at least 700,000 to 3 million. So that's where I'm really trying to be at right now in my life. I'm trying to really start getting the account that really got a portfolio. Until then, I'm really gonna be saving 70% of my income. Let's say even if I do go buy another car, that shit gonna be financed. And then shit, I'm really be saving 70% of my income monthly. Make sure I'm putting everything up, doing everything I need to do to build that account. Cause right now, I really plan on, if I want to quit everything, not say quit everything, but if I want to take a step back from everything, I can. That's why I'm really trying to build my clothing brand up. I'm really trying to build my insurance business up. I'm really trying to build Elijah Kicks up. That's why I'm going on tour with Elijah Kicks and stuff, because once I start working with these stores 100% in store, I'm sitting there bringing in people, I'm sitting there helping them grow a network of people and stuff. Then from there, I'm gonna be able to chill and stuff, because I'm gonna have people that's gonna come in the store and they're gonna sit there, buy Club Paradise, they're gonna buy my clothes I got in there on consignment, and I'm still gonna be able to make 6 figures plus a month chilling from my bed or chilling in the motherfucking cat, man. Come on, we gotta get close up on the cat. If you know, I was in an accident like about 2 months ago. You know, we got my baby fixed. We got a wrap coming soon. This ain't the finished product. I'm gonna wrap it purple. It's gonna be baby purple. We gonna call that bitch Purple Rain. But back to the subject, yeah, right now I'm really focused on saving 70% of my income and really living off of dividends, because I want to live off of my passive income from my businesses and my dividends. Cause if I'm pulling in $2 million a year in revenue, and it's like I could just chill and enjoy my life, you can do a lot of shit with $2 million a year. And yeah, so that's really where I'm trying to be at in my life. I'm really figuring everything out right now. I plan on having an insurance brokerage. Within the next 2 years, I want to have 150 licensed people working for me. At the end of the year, I want to have at least 150, but in the next 2 years, I'm really trying to have like 400. I want to have at least 3 locations. I want to have a finance spot in Nevada, Arizona, and then one in LA. And then with my clothing brand, I want to be in at least, like I said, 25 stores. I got a drop coming soon. Man, we got a lot of stuff coming soon. Tomorrow morning, I go pick up my drop. I'm doing a drop on Friday. We really gonna be on feet, and we really gonna be putting everything together this year. Like 2024, this the year, man. I'm gonna make at least 5 million this shit. Like, I'm really putting it together, and y'all gonna watch. That's why I'm trying to start recording more. I'm trying to start being more consistent. I'm really trying to start doing this YouTube shit. So when I become a millionaire, I really want y'all to see this shit. Like, y'all gonna see this shit from the bottom. Cause now niggas see me in the gray cat, some humble, some slight. I'm still appreciative. Don't get me wrong. I love Allah. I love God. God is the greatest every day, all day. But at the end of the day, man, I got bigger goals than this. I got bigger dreams than this. I got bigger aspirations than this. I'm still appreciative for what I do have, though. Don't never get it twisted. I wake up and I thank God every single day for everything I do have. But like I'm saying, back to the topic at hand, we talking about real wealth versus what look good for Instagram. A lot of niggas, they sitting there, they getting a couple dollars, and the nigga might make $10,000 and he go do some dumb shit. I was just on YouTube and I was just watching a video. A nigga was talking about like 5 years ago, he bought an Audi R8 and he was spending $4,500 a month and he was only making $8,000 a month. And he was spending half of his net worth on the fucking car. And like shit like that is retarded. If you ever see me with no shit, God strike me down. If I'm lying, I'm dying. If I buy some shit, I'm affording this car note at least 10 times. If I'm lying, I'm dying. It's time that this car note alone, I'm affording this shit 30 times in a month. Like, and that's not no flex and shit. This is that but it's a financial literacy. I'm not gonna get nothing that I can't afford 10 times. And that's a monthly basis, that's a annual basis, that's anything. I'm not buying nothing that I can't afford 10 times. I'm not gonna buy nothing that's gonna fuck me up or put me in a fucked up situation. God strike me down. If I'm lying, I'm dying. I damn near never had to really think like, damn, oh my God, I gotta go sell my camera, I gotta go sell this and that, woo, because I was sitting there fucked up and shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I've been fucked up before and I done sold shit, this is that, but it was shit that I was gonna sell anyways and shit. Like, I done sold merchandise that I was promoting and shit as my own, but it was still shit that was getting sold. Like, don't get me wrong, I exaggerate shit, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, I'm a financially literate, like, cause I be paying attention, cause I'm like, bro, I would never go bankrupt sitting there making shit look good for Instagram, and I don't make shit look good for Instagram. Like, I buy a car because I really like the fucking car. Nigga, when I seen 2020, 42 Doug, Lil Baby, and the motherfucking Hellcat and they crashed into each other in the motherfucking video, yeah, we paid. I was like, man, I gotta get a motherfucking cat. All you hear in that motherfucking song, that I was like, yeah, I gotta get that bitch. I'm sitting there working at Sonic. I'm saying I walk past that bitch, but yeah, that bitch gonna be mine. Within 24 months, that bitch was mine. But yeah, man. So it's like, I really wanted that shit. Same thing with the back. I really wanted it, so I got it. And then now that's where I'm at with the McLaren. I'm like, I drove it, I'm fucking with it. So now it's like, yeah, I wanna come for that. But my main goal this year, besides for myself and shit, first thing I'm really trying to do is make sure my mom's straight. I'm really trying to retire my mom this year. Really trying to put her in a better situation. But back to the topic at hand. So boom, assets and liabilities and what people make look good. Yeah, niggas sitting there, like, I know, and this my whole thing is, I'm not saying this out of no place. So I done lived this certain thing, like it was first times where I started getting money and I started living like this. I say probably like 3-4 years ago. I was living crazy. No, I'm capping, because when I was working at Sonic, I was saving. That was the most amount of money I was ever saving when I was working at Sonic and I was fucked up. And then when I had the Tucson, I was still straight. It was probably like 2 years ago when I had jumped that Charger. When I jumped that Charger, that was some stupid ass shit. Like, when I jumped that camo Charger, that was some stupid shit. Like, I was fucked up because I wasn't making that much money, and the Charger was probably like, I was making like 1/7 of my car note on average for that Charger. And that shit was some dumb shit, but at the same time, I still understand dumb shit because I was sitting there telling all my friends and my family, I was like, bro, I gotta buy shit like this so I can afford shit like this, so it helped my financial thermostat grow. And that shit was one of the smartest things I could have ever did, because at the time I was making like $7,000 to $12,000 a month on average. If I was lucky, I was having a $20,000-$25,000 a month like 2 years ago. And like, shit was good, I wasn't fucked up, but it was like, I had did a lot of crazy shit, spontaneous shit in 1 month. So in 1 month, I got my car, and that was my first $1,000 car note, and then I was paying $600 for insurance, and then the month after that, I got a crib, and it was $5,000 security deposit. I ain't gonna lie, when I had went in that bitch to go toward the crib, I was broke, I ain't had no money in my account. I got approved, my mom pissed me off that week. So I was like, fuck it. And I had made 5 bands that week. And I just went to go put the 5 bands down for a security deposit. And I had got that crib. But that shit helped me grow and shit. But at that time, I was really living for the gram. I was buying hella designer, doing hella dumb shit. I was a fly nigga though, don't get it twisted, but yeah, I was doing dumb shit. So everybody got their own phases, especially like while you young and shit. But don't ever let that shit get to your head. Don't let somebody ever tell you, because you're young, it's okay to go spend this much money, this is that, I don't know. At the end of the day, if you making real money, everything lasts about 4 to 5 years and shit. And I'm not saying you're not gonna pick up on another business within 4 to 5 years, because you probably gonna pick up on a real nigga gonna stay with the motion and shit. You still gonna figure some shit out and still keep going. But a lot of people, especially these athletes, this is that, go check it, man. Them niggas making money for 4 to 5 years thinking, yeah, I can spend this shit because I'm young and I'm gonna keep making more and this is that. But that's not the reality of it. That's not the gist of it. That's not what happened in real life. A lot of people, even these business owners and shit, entrepreneurs, they having a business, they having a wave, they got a good 3-4 years and shit, and then they back fucked up because they didn't manage their money correctly. So people need to be managing their money correctly. I wouldn't go advise nobody to go buy no damn properties and shit right now, because in a lot of places buying a property is still a dumbass thing to do. And yeah, people talk about assets, liabilities, this is that, A house that you're living in and not renting out, not one room, this is that, that's a fucking liability. That shit don't make sense. You better off sitting there paying rent versus being locked into a 30, 40 year, 50 year mortgage. That shit dumb as shit. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a financial consultant. If you are interested, you can DM me. But yeah, back to what I'm saying. Like a lot of people, this shit look good. So basically the whole topic of this basically came from, when I was in San Diego this weekend, I was listening to a lot of millionaires talk at this seminar. And this was a topic. And then I was like, damn, this shit really hit home. Cause I was like, I for sure lived in that lifestyle and shit, to where it was like, okay, I got it, I'm spending this shit, this is that, but this shit gonna come back, woo to the woo. And it's cool to have that mindset, but like, not when you sitting there, like when you getting up there in age. I'm not saying you getting up there in age if you 30, 40, this is that, okay. The 40 shit, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm not gonna go into that because we know the truth. But like, if you like 30, 25, this is that, and you sitting there spending money, like, and you just living that, I don't give a fuck, I'm young in term lifestyle, like, that shit don't make sense, man. Especially if that shit illegal, put that shit up, go figure some shit out, go start investing in something, like. And I'm not saying go buy stocks, this is that, especially that day trading shit, all that, this is that, I don't approve of that shit either, because at the end of the day, stocks, if it ain't no index fund, that shit gambling. You never know if you're gonna win or lose. So I personally stay the fuck away from all that shit. But like I was saying, the moral of the topic is, like, make sure you being financially literate with your stuff. Make sure you, if you do got some money, you go hire a financial advisor, that you sitting there putting stuff together, that you really on point and shit. Because like, a lot of this shit look good, especially like, let's say for example, Poppy Q. Don't get me wrong, he probably got his shit paid off in cash, just that, I ain't no hating ass nigga. But let's say if he didn't, hypothetically speaking, let's say he got 4, 5, 6 cars and all them bitches leased or financed. If you sitting there paying all them damn car notes, this, that, at the end of the car notes, you sitting there losing like 30, at least 30 to 50% on every single one of those cars if you pay them out in that 7 years. Especially if you putting mileage on them. So it's like, that shit really don't make sense. That shit adds backwards. But if you got the money to spend, then do that shit. But if you don't, you need to be investing. You need to be putting money up. Alright, another thing is, well, a lot of people don't take into consideration, like, yeah, you might be getting money, this, that, but you still need to be putting money up regardless, at least 30%, because 30% for taxes, and let's say you spend 30% on bullshit, then what? That leave you with 30% to put up. The 30% rule, cool, but that shit's still not even realistic with inflation. Like, let's say even if you making $10,000 a month. If you making $10,000 a month, which, in my opinion, is not a lot of money. Especially with this market, shit, you barely can go get a fucking apartment in a car with $10,000. But okay, let's say you're making $10,000 a month. You go put up 33%, you keep 33%, and you go spend 33%. At the end of the year, that's only $36,000 that you have. Don't get me wrong, $36,000 is some money, but $36,000, you could go have an emergency that's $36,000. Like, you can get sued, you can get, like, your fucking kid could fall off a bunk bed, like, nigga, like, a lot of shit can happen. Like, let's say, God forbid, let's say you don't have no fucking insurance, and you know one of your intermediate family members need to go get chemotherapy. Nigga, your $36,000 is gone. And then it's like $36,000, that shit's still not freedom. So you need to be saved, you need to be stacking. Let's say even if you sitting there, let's say you spend that $36,000, or you spending $3,000 a month on bullshit. Like, bro, that shit still should be getting put up. Like, because let's say if you do put that shit up, you putting up, okay, let's say hypothetically speaking, you put up $6,000 a month for 3 years straight. That's 72,000 times 3 years. That's like 210,000 or something like that. Okay, 210,000. You gonna put that into an index fund that's growing at 7 to 15% rate. Now your money is accumulating. You sitting there making every single year. You making an extra $2,000 a month. That's the same thing if you go buy a house and you buying and renting a house out and you making $2,000 a month in profit. Which a lot of people who are renting their houses out, go fucking find a house right now that you can go buy today and you gonna make $2,000 in profit next month. That shit unrealistic as fuck. That shit not happening. But that's what I'm saying. Let's say, even hypothetically speaking, if you just sit your ass down for 3 years so you could ball and shit, have an extra $2,000, now you getting your rent free for damn near the rest of your life, because you gonna use that $2,000 a month off of that $7,000 that you put up a month. Now you sitting there chilling like you comfortable. You got $2,000 a month. That's free money, but it's your own money. And let's say you want to go get a car. Now you go get car notes at 1% interest rates. Let's say you go save for a house and shit. You damn near could borrow against your own money and you get a damn near low interest rate, and now you got collateral for shit. So you're gonna get a low interest rate on everything because now you have actual assets. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people need to start paying attention to what really matters versus like the shit that look cool. Don't get me wrong. Still live your life, do you, this is that, da-da-da-da. But make sure that you budgeting and that everything makes sense, because everything that look good everything that glitter ain't gold, man. You know, everybody need to really start focusing on their future and everything else, because it's like, yeah, like, let's say you have a 5, 6, 10 year run and shit. You live 100 years. You was 30, you had a 10-year run, you 40. Let's say you live for 60 more years. Nigga, you gonna be fucking 94 talking about, nigga, when I was 40, I was that nigga, man. Man, pandemic came, I had drunk cat. Nigga, we was sitting there standing on the motherfucking Lamborghini, this is that, da-da-da. Yeah, it's gonna sound cool, it's gonna look cool, this is that, da-da-da. You showing your kids pictures of you 50 years ago, nigga, but, nigga, if my grandpa showed me a picture of him 50 years ago, like, I was that nigga. Like, damn, what happened, grandpa? But it's like, that shit just don't make sense. Like, that's my whole topic. That was my whole purpose of this video. Is just like, everybody need to just start focusing on the longevity of everything and not just about the moment. Because yeah, in the moment it's cool, but don't be sitting there spending your last to look good for no hoes, to be looking good for the bros, this is that, da-da-da, and just flexing, this is that, da-da-da, so you get a couple comments, oh my god, this nigga is young and turned, this is that, da-da-da. Man, that shit lame as hell. And you the only nigga that's gonna feel that shit when all this shit over. Like, nigga, when you fucked up, ain't nobody gonna help you get back on your feet and shit. So that's that whole moral of the story and shit. Just make sure that you budgeting for your future, paying attention, building a real stable foundation with everything that you're doing, because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is the longevity of everything. It ain't about who get it the fastest, it's about who keep it the longest. And yeah, that was just my discussion for the day, my little rant. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming, stay tuned. Yeah, we out.